Spanish in the air, buddy. All right. Okay. Welcome back to Metal Heroes Review, episode 41. We're basically getting really, really close to finishing up this particular Metal Hero series, Space Sheriff Shaider. We're basically talking about episodes 44 to 46. 44, now, basically these three episodes start off the Endgame arc. Yeah, I knew it was 5 parts, but here's the weird thing about this. It starts in 44, but it concludes in 48. And yet there's 49 episodes. Yeah, I'm going to find out exactly the reason why for this when I get to it, so here we go. In episode 44, Fuma has begun basically invading the whole freaking galaxy in this first opening episode. They're conquering planets and destroying them, and it's also mentioned off screen that 2 of the Space Sheriff cadets from the very first episode of this series were killed off screen, and then by the end of the episode, another one, and then 2 more planets fell. So the plan for Fuma is this: they're getting close to victory. So Gal 1 wants to avenge Shaider for their previous defeats. So the Emperor's like, go ahead. Priest Poe, update her. Yeah, gives her a device that actually plays a role in her defeat at the end of the episode. So, yeah, then of course, like, the plan is this: lure out Shaider due to a fake call that, oh, we're going to sink a ship with about a whole bunch of people, including children. And he's like, oh crap, not kids. So, he's on his way there, and he's ambushed by Fuma, so Annie has to go out to the ship. She gets the ship, like, ship is perfectly fine. There's nobody on board, and she runs into Gal 1. And then she transforms into like this robot creature. And then, of course, the battle ensues with her and the other the other gals. And eventually, the Shaider showing up and basically beating Gal. And you think she's beaten, but not really. Because then she starts haunting Annie to the point where she activates the formation system, heating it up. And lucky enough, Shaider, not being stupid, he notices this right away, push Annie aside. He knows the fact Annie knew his purpose, and then he sees her because basically he had denied the fact that she has seen him because she probably thinks she's seeing things. And when she's eventually the battle goes to strange space, yes, strange space from the actual freaking spaceship, and like, don't let him go back. He goes back into the episode. So then, of course, like, oh, her thing is like doing she's doing that the whole time. I'm like, is this like a monster from her? No, she just growls, shoots out fire, and like, oh, she's beaten, but not yet. But like, oh wait, the device she gave her at the beginning of the episode, destroy that, boom, she's done. I'm like, okay, yeah, she's defeated. First main bad guy down, Gal 1. And then the very next episode, like, it was like, we're basically having victory. We already took 2 clusters. I'll go ahead and take our stand, no problem. Gal 3 volunteers to go with them. So, and of course, basically, Commander Cohen's like, okay, Shaider, you have to go to those ruins at Easter Island to unlock whatever that is. And that's the plot for this episode, the following episode, and probably for the rest of this arc of what the heck is inside those ruins. Because this was teased back in episode 18 of those ruins. So, he basically hops on his Blue Hawk, though it's called the Shaider for some reason. Yeah, I thought this is kind of weird. He calls it Blue Hawk, and yet the motorcycle is something else. Like, when I heard a different name, like, wait, did he just summon a different motorcycle? No, what's the same one he always uses? So he's on the way there, and of course, Gal 3 ambushes him, actually follows him to a cave. She fights, even tangles up in some tentacles, and she explodes. Killing herself. Yeah, killing herself. And like, okay, so that's 2 bad guys down. And then, of course, basically, like, Heller basically follows him down the cave. And eventually gets the ruins, like, he touched, like, I'm thinking, like, wait, didn't he already unlock what the heck was in his ruins back in his flashback episode? He's, like, touching, it's like, oh, shocking, like, oh. And, like, oh, what's the secret? The way to be Fuma. So, he bows Heller, they go to strange space, and he actually kills him. Yep, 45 episodes in, he gets killed off. So three bad guys down, and then like, okay, Heller is dead, so Poe decides to go himself. Despite the fact they keep saying it's a girl, it's a freaking guy in the girl costume. So he battles him in strange pace and able to have her retreat thanks to basically a defense of this ruin thing, this monument. An arrow fired at her arm, I think it might poison, so she managed to get away. So she decides not to go to the Fuma Palace. So this is quite interesting. The fact that in 45, this is the first episode of this whole series where we don't go to that Fuma Palace. Not really. Well, we have the Strange Beast, we have the Miracle Workers, and we have a big brawl, we have a big illusion show in 46. In 46, the point where he's like running out of power, and then of course they kind of get defeated, but surprisingly there's no deaths. And I forgot to mention this in my last video. 43 is noteworthy for having the final official monster of the series. Yep, final one. Despite the fact that in 45 we go to Strange Space twice in one episode. Yeah, we're still going to Strange Space, but no monster, just battling one of the regular villains. Because we're getting close to the end of the series, so why not? So, in a span of 3 episodes, we already killed off 2 of the 5 gals, Gal 1, Gal 3, and their field commander. And of course, basically, when Poe has termination to basically battle him in episode 46, the Emperor is actually quite impressed with her termination. Just basically like, okay, you want to fight him? Cool. I'll send you support. And she puts on a good show. Actually, wears him down a lot. So, it's basically a draw. Yeah, 46 is most like, it's not like a defeat on either side. It's a draw because neither gets defeated, and Shaider is exhausted, but he's able to basically, his suit is exhausted, that he was able to, well, take out some more ships, and he's able to go inside, he's like, he figures out how to get the thing, he like, I think 45, he even yells the thing, Warrior Shaider, please open this ruin! Please open! And it's still not opening. So, whatever is inside that ruin is going to basically play in the role in the last 2 episodes of this arc. But I'll talk about that in the next video for this series. And also next video, I will reveal what next Metal Hero series I'm going to talk about. But next up, we're going to talk about some manga. Yes, One Piece. So, right in this video here, I'm going to say this like I'm last videos I've been doing. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Turn on notifications, and do not hit that dislike button. Okay? Next video. Bye.